Hi, this is the ZTE Watch K1 Pro, a new smartwatch for kids, or well, for their parents to be completely honest. So, is it any good, and is it better than Explorer's smartwatches for kids that I've tested not that long ago? Well, both yes and no. First, the biggest difference between this watch here and Explorer's ones are that the ZTE K1 Pro is not locked to anything, meaning you can shove in whatever nano SIM card you want with whatever subscription you want attached to it, and it'll work just fine. Here, Explorer's watches require their own subscription thingy to perform correctly. The other biggest advantage here is video calls, finally. The camera on the watch is not very good, to be honest, but for normal video calls it works. And so does the microphone and speaker, even though both of them could definitely have been a bit louder. The whole watch packet works and requires a parent with either an Android phone or an iPhone. The watch then gets connected to the ZTE Kids app, through which everything is controlled. In the app, we can add contacts, decide if only those contacts or any number can call the watch, set up safety zones, send messages that the watch can reply to with either emojis or with a voice message, and decide many other things, like for example what notifications we want from the watch and which one of the watch apps that should or shouldn't be active. And well, the app experience is indeed a little messy and a little sluggish. It works and the settings are plenty, but the layout and speediness could definitely use some love. Same also goes for the user interface on the actual watch. Main menu navigation is fine, but the system chip, whatever chip it might be, it doesn't really say, just barely makes it. And in the photo section, it really doesn't make it very well, but yeah. Apart from that though, using the watch is okay. You've got your standard calls, video calls, chat, and some normal apps like a stopwatch, an alarm function, a not super precise step counter, and a mini calculator. You can of course also use the camera to snap a selfie would you want to do so. The screen is actually pretty decent, though it's not very high res of any kind, but brightness and viewing angles are totally fair. For some reason though, all these kids' watches needs to be gigantic. Sure, I'm not the wearer target audience here, but it is a thick watch even for me. Here next to the 46mm One Plus Watch 2R, that is big even for an adult, or at least an adult with puny wrists like myself. My 5-year-old helper though hasn't actually complained about the size at all though, so what do I know? What he did complain about though was that the strap is way too sticky to comfortably take on and off, something I would definitely agree with. Another thing that is not perfect here is the fact that you can easily open the SIM card tray with just your fingernail. This is both true and equally stupid for a lot of other smartwatches as well, but here is just way too easy. The whole SIM card tray also feels a bit too easy to pull straight out. It's not like it's fallen out or anything, but I would have much rather preferred that annoyingly difficult needle SIM card remover thingy like it is on phones here as well, purely for safety reasons. Other than that though, and the size, the watch and the app do work fine when it comes to the actual functionality. The positioning is pretty precise, however the update interval seems a little low even on the most power consuming setting, and from time to time I've had to wait about a minute or even more before the watch actually showed its correct location through the app. Something that of course also has an impact on the whole safety and danger zones thing, since the updates here can sometimes be a little bit laggy and slow. Battery life though is definitely decent. If the watch isn't being used basically for anything other than tracking, you can probably squeeze about 3 or 4 days out of it, but with some calls and actual usage here and there, we've gotten about 2 days out of it. So fair. Again, the magnet charger though is way too loose, but a minor thing. So to sum this one up here, I do kind of like the ZTE Watch K1 Pro. It's not perfect, but the addition of to be able to use whatever SIM and subscription you want is indeed nice, and so is the ability for video calls. The app, watch user interface and snappiness of both of them is a bit sometimes, and so is the position fastness. But apart from that, and if you can make friends with the size and the sticky watch band that I don't think can be replaced, at least not easily, it is an alright communications device for you to put on your kid. Just make sure that you don't teach them how to open the SIM card tray on their own though, because they probably can if they know about it. Alright, those are my thoughts on the ZTE Watch K1 Pro. Please share any of your thoughts in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Bye!